Hey guys, hope you all are doing well. In this video, I will be discussing about why most of the internship applications are rejected. There are a number of factors on which the internship application can be rejected. I will be dealing with the major factors on which the internship application is rejected either in the chamber or in an tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 law firms or in an associates or of law offices. Firstly, dealing with the CV part, I have personally seen while we have opened a position for junior content editorship in Just Corpus Law Journal, and we have seen people are attaching their CVs in MS Word format, doc format, in the drive links, and also in the image format. According to me, I have reviewed and checked a number of CVs, and also from I have discussed with some of the different lawyers of different fields in the some of in the chamber, some in the firms. After discussing that, I came on the conclusion that if you are attaching your CV in the PDF format, it will be a good thing. Most of them suggested that PDF is a better option than going for MS Word format, or and if you are attaching drive link or you are sharing images, they are outrightly rejected. So in the first point, I would like to tell you that while applying to an internship, you must use the PDF format, like convert your CV or resume in the PDF format and attach it in the attachment of that email. Okay. And also, like the subject, a number of peoples do not mention the subjects, like in the junior content editorship position, people have mentioned application for internship and either no subjects or some other subjects, but we have particularly mentioned that you need to mention application for junior content editorship. So while applying to any of the internship, one need to take care of that. If internship application is opened by particular that firm or a journal or a chamber, if the subject is mentioned that the subject should be career application for internship or some other thing for that for the heading of the or for the column of the subject, then you need to mention that particular subject only. And in case the subject is not mentioned, then you need to write like if you are applying in a tier 1 law firm, then I think it will be suitable that you go for January or Feb 2022. So the subject can be application for internship dash January 2022 dash Ayush Pandey or dash XYZ, your what's your name is, like uh, Ayush, Sakshi, Mudit, or whatever your name is, you can write down that. But it's up to you. If you want to write the name, you can. Otherwise, you can write application for internship or internship application dash the month in which you want to do internship at that particular firm, or the month on which you want to join that firm for the internship. You can write. Also, there's a lot of confusion between the students, that is if we need to attach the cover letter with that email or not. I would like to mention that if it is particularly mentioned in that internship opening that you need to attach your cover letter, then it's okay. Then you have to attach. Also, this the cover letter should be in the PDF format only. Do not attach the drive links or the MS Word format or any other formats which you are using or you might be using. So if they particularly ask for the cover letter, then it's advisable to that you need to attach the cover letter. If not, then what to do? I would like to tell you that either you know or don't know. I would suggest you that the cover letter and the particular email which you are writing there, like the email which you have written, that dear respected sir, ma'am, or dear sir, greetings of the day, that particular email on the cover letter which you are attaching, both are same. The things which are written in the cover letter should be written in that email only. So if the particular opening doesn't mention that you need to attach your cover letter, then please do not attach the cover letter with that. Simply write that the cover letter thing in the email only, the body of the email. Like you have to write the subject, you have to attach your CV in the PDF format, and whatever you have prepared in the cover letter, you need to write it in the body of that email. It's correct that cover letter and the body of the email are same part. What is written in the cover letter, that in which field you want to intern, what is your area of interest, on from which college you belong, these things. So these things should be mentioned in that email only. No need to attach the cover letter. Also, I have seen that if I while discussing with the HR of a law firm, he told me that, I would never not I will not to tell the name that he or she I'm collectively using at he. So he told me that people are like they want to intern at dispute resolution team, but they are writing in their CV that they have interned at criminal chamber, they have interned under advocate who has a civil or revenue practice. So what the conclusion of this is that if you are applying for a dispute resolution team, that then you must particularly your CV should be or resume should be dispute resolution centric, which means the publications which you have in the dispute resolution field, like the subject of should be the subject of the publication should be the dispute resolution. Then you need to mention that publication, the internship which you have previously did with other chambers or the firms in dispute resolution team, or if you are if you did your internship with a chamber who has a specialization in the dispute resolution, then you need to mention all that things. It's an example of dispute resolution. You can go for any of the fields. The CV should be that subject centric, whole CV should be that subject centric on which you want to intern. Do not go for do not write criminal internships or publication of a criminal topic on a criminal topic and sending a CV in a firm or in a office which specializes in dispute resolution, or if you want to intern in dispute resolution. So these things need to be avoided. Also, if you need to write the things in an appropriate manner, the format and the things which you are writing in the CV should be in a systematic order. No unnecessary spaces, no bold, no italics should be used. Also, do not make colorful CVs, because we are from a law background. We are law students, and it's not as advisable to use the colors and making the colorful CV. So if you are making a colorful resume, it will be outrightly rejected according to my opinion, but you can check it out. But it's not admitted. No one will admit or see your internship whole application if you are making a colorful CV, like attaching some pictures or anything else which need not to be attached there. So these are some requisites which one need to take care of that while applying to an internship at any of the firm, chamber, offices, journal, or any of the organizations simply. But these things need to be taken care of very critically. One must critically analyze the things which you have written in your CV and also in that particular cover letter or email. The font, some people ask that what should be the font of that body of the email, or what should be the font of CV. You can use any of the standard formats like Times New Roman, Garamond. These fonts can be used for drafting or for the font purpose. You can use it. Do not mix, like if you are formatting CV and you are making it like the size of the format should not be 12, should not be 20, 24, 30, these things. It should be either 10, 12, 14. That's okay. I think up to 14 it's okay. Need not to be like 20, 24, 28. It's too big font. And the CV, as ideally it was completely mentioned in all the internship openings, that the CV should be maximum of 2 page, and some of the firms also prefer a single page CVs, and you need to alter it. The in which team, as I have previously mentioned, that if you are going for internship in dispute resolution team, that the particular CV should be that centric only. The previous internship, the previous publication should be mentioned there. Do not hesitate to apply in any of the firms. Like people see that oh, I am in third year, I belong to a private college, and I belong to a different college. I won't be able to fulfill the requisites, the essentials of that firm, and the firm will not take. You can apply. Rejection is a part of life. So at in the conclusion, I would like to say that please go through all the things which you are mentioning in your CV. You must know all the aspects which you have mentioned in your CV. Format your CVs properly in the prescribed format. Do not like bold it, unnecessary bold italics, or do not make the font bigger or smaller in these things. And also critically think that what I have mentioned, that regarding the cover letter and the email body part, this should be taken care of. Also, I hope you will get some of the internship after seeing this video and following these guidelines in the future. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.